What is up, everybody? Welcome back to We're on the Same Page. My name is Jamie, and thank you for joining me. I look like a hot mess today. I just got back from class. I'm wearing my It's a Hamilton Thing t-shirt. It's Wednesday, what day is it? March 28th. If you're in college, you know that you have no idea what day it is. And so, the trailer for The Darkest Minds was supposed to come out today. And I was sitting in class, I was sitting in abnormal psychology, which is my Wednesday class, and I got a notification on Twitter that said that Alexandra Bracken and The Darkest Minds Twitter had posted. So I was like, I can't look at anything until I come home and I record my reaction to it, because this is not the first time, but this is one of the only times. This is one of the few times that a movie that I read the book for and I'm really excited has come out, because I was a little bit late for the Harry Potter train. I got parts 1 and 2 of the Deathly Hallows, but I hadn't read the books by then. I'm sorry. My parents didn't allow me to read the books, and we didn't have a copy of the books, and they were technically my sisters, so I wasn't allowed to read them. So I missed that boat. And I read Twilight, but I read Twilight after the Twilight movies came out, and I only read the first Hunger Games, but I didn't really like it. I'm sorry. So I wasn't super stoked for the Hunger Games adaptation. And there have been a couple of other books that I'm really excited about coming out into movies, but this is the first one. I love The Darkest Minds. It holds a really special place in my heart. I have all of the copies of The Darkest Minds. I read it with one of my best friends, Emma, who I talk about a lot. She recommends me a lot of books, so shout out to her. But we read this series together in high school, and I adore it. And I'm really passionate about it. So it's one of the first times that a movie that I'm this passionate about has come out. So I decided that I needed to record a reaction to it. Also, how does everyone feel about the new Darkest Minds spin-off novel cover? Let me know, because I'm not really a fan, but that's just me. I think it looks like all the 2010 era books on covers, or ladies on covers. Gosh, okay. I'm so excited. I'm watching it. I am watching it. I'm watching it.
If you can hear this, you're one of us. If you're one of us, you can find us.
Oh my gosh, Stranger Things is producing it.
Kids anywhere. The government wasn't afraid of what happened to the ones that didn't make it.
Oh my gosh, the
They
camp.
were afraid of us.
The colors.
Because the ones that survived changed. Ruby, you are very rare. Among the most powerful.
We're going to a place where kids can live
They
together.
look so good! Sue has her
The only
gloves.
people who would ever help us were us.
Black Betty! It's not black! It's gray! That is a white van! Hang on. Their van is white! Why is their van white? Sorry, I had to pause it. Black Betty is a black van! That's not that difficult to get a black van! Why is the van white? That doesn't make any sense! Oh my gosh, that's so dumb. That's such a specific detail that they could have gotten right. And they didn't. It's a white van! I'm sorry, that may not be... I know I'm yelling a lot, but like, that's not a difficult trait to get right, y'all. It might have been something for cinematography, because the white van stands out more. Okay, we're going back. Sorry, I had to stop. Oh, that looks really good.
For their safety and yours, please turn over your children.
Sue!
I'm smart enough to know you're hiding something. And you're smart enough to be hiding it.
Oh my gosh.
I just didn't want you to be afraid of me. The more that I try to control it, more damage that I do.
Oh, that's sort of cheesy.
I will fight for all of us.
Yes! That's so good. Okay, so we're gonna go back through it. Oh gosh. Okay, hang on. Okay, so it starts off with them in a field and they're walking. Of course, it looks really pretty. Okay.
If you can hear this, you're one of
I was not sold on the casting, but not on the casting of, I think it was Liam was the one that I was like, but no, I'm really excited about this. Okay,
us. If you're
so
one
there's
of
the
us,
bridge,
you can find
caution, children at risk, but it's spelled wrong.
Soon, there wouldn't be any kids
Okay,
anywhere.
Stranger Things is I am crying. I'm so excited. Okay. Y'all don't even know. This is gonna look like a hot mess when I upload it, but it's fine. Okay. I haven't watched the show because I don't do like horror, and I know it's not that much of a horror show, but I don't really do horror. But the cinematography in that is fantastic. So there's an overhead shot of the buses. The camp looks so good. Okay, it doesn't look exactly like I thought it would. I thought that there would be like a big brick wall with the electric fence like right on the perimeter, and I thought it would be smaller for some reason. But it looks fantastic. I love the shot of school buses. It looks really decrepit.
The government wasn't afraid of what happened to the ones that didn't make it.
The government wasn't afraid of what happened to the ones that didn't make it. Oh, there's this really cool shot of all of the blues and the greens marching in. I love their uniform. I love that they're not bright. They're like muted. They're not the whole color scheme is sort of muted, and I love that. Okay.
They were afraid
Oh, Ruby!
because the ones that
Okay, the scene in the testing center with the children, I'm backing up.
afraid of us.
There's a shot of this kid, I don't think it's anyone we know, touching the scanner, and he must be yellow because he has electricity. That looks really cool. Then there's this little girl who's a blue, and she's in blue, which is helpful.
Because the
They'll
ones
probably do that a lot with like the color coordinating thing, even outside of their uniforms.
that survived.
And she lifts the table up. Really casual. The doctor guy's like, oh, let me just like check on my notebook or whatever else, it's fine.
Ruby,
Again
you
with
are
the van.
Very rare.
Okay. Mandy Moore is like gonna be really good. I like her a lot. I wasn't sold, but I think she's gonna be great. Okay, then we get the the first shot of Ruby and her powers, and you can tell that they needed some sort of indication that like she was using her powers and she wasn't like the way that she normally was, and so they have these like glowing orange eyes. And at 46, there's a shot of them walking through the woods, and Sue has her gloves, and it looks so good. Oh my gosh, I love the way they're dressed. I think that whoever did the costume design is really good, because they don't look like, they look like normal kids hiking through the woods. This must be when they're on, spoilers, this must be when they're on the way to their camp. They also, that's the other thing, is they don't show, what's his name that I hate and I can't remember? Clancy. They don't show Clancy. And they don't show they don't show Clancy, and they don't show the camp that they're in. But there is one panoramic shot of them sitting all together, and that might be that might be where they're from. Then we get Liam voiceover. Liam does have blue eyes. Do they all have the eye thing? I mean, that's a really good indication of who they are. But then he moves the tree, which looks super natural, by the way. And we get a Chubbs.
And you're smart enough to be hiding.
Oh my gosh. That one line from Chubbs sells me. I think he's gonna be great. I hope he's great. He looks like the perfect chub. She's
I
running.
want you to be afraid of me. The more that I try to control it.
Then there's the eyes and an explosion. Oh, this must be when they're in the camp. Maybe? Because it doesn't look like they're in like this mall thing.
The more damage that.
There's this super cool X-Men scene where they're all in a circle and they're all fighting, and it looks really cool. That's at 1:37.
We've survived
They're like spitting fire.
all of this.
The one cheesy scene is 143 when Liam uses his powers to teleport Ruby over to dance with him, which is just sort of probably, that just looks really cheesy on screen. There's a scene at 1:48, and I'm not particularly sure what it is. It looks like she's smoke. I don't know. Someone tell me what that scene is, 'cause I don't know what it is. Cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic that this will be good. I hope it's good. The thing I'm most worried about is cheesy lines of dialogue, not getting the characters right, having it feel really, because one thing the book suffers from is the setup is really slow, but it's important to the rest of the book. So I don't want them to skip really quickly over all of the powers or her and all of her background, Ruby's like home life. But I think if something's going to get cut, it's probably going to be that, in terms of them choosing to spend more time on like the action-packed characters. I also don't really want it to look like an X-Men thing. I know that there was some inspiration for that, but I don't want it to look like some like mutants with powers. That's very X-Men-y and cheesy and whatever else. So I think primarily my biggest concerns are cheesy dialogue or cheesy romancy scenes, them not getting it right, like characters or plot or the ending. I want them to keep the Liam section in. Yeah, let me know what you think on Twitter. I think that's the easiest way for people to reach out to me. I've tried to put a comment section on the blog and it just doesn't really want to work for me. But shoot me a note at official same page on Twitter and let me know what you think. I'll talk to you all later. Toodles!